It's not as cold as Tuesday, but the weather's still rank. And here we are for another home game. Saturday, Tuesday. Saturday. And then we get a week off after this. Notts haven't beaten Barrow at home since our return to the Football League. We haven't beaten Barrow at all since our return to the Football League. And that needs to change. We've beaten several teams this season where we didn't have a win against them in a while. Like we beat Gillingham on Tuesday, who we hadn't beaten at home since our return to the Football League. We finally beat Cambridge. Could have doubled over Fleetwood. We've been ending bad records left, right and centre. But this one needs to be another one to tick off the list. Barrow have won one away game in 3 months. They've also won only 2 of their last 17 games. There is no excuses today. They will battle like they always do, but we need to keep this going. We need to make sure we make it 6 wins in a row. We do have injuries ourselves, but we managed to survive Tuesday. Let's just hope it doesn't have too much of an effect on us today. Come on, Notts, come on you guys. Let's do this. Jody is back in the starting 11. It obviously wasn't an injury, he was just rested on Tuesday. Grant isn't even on the bench, which is surprising. Hall stays in the starting 11, and I imagine him and Iapenda will play behind Dennis. Well played, left, bang on 3-0-1. Quiet start to this one. Charlie McCann just had their first chance. Right, shot from out just inside the area, easy for Belshaw. And then good work, managed to get from us, managed to get to Salula, and his cross found Dennis, who headed straight at Will Stanway. We do need to move the ball a bit quicker. There is time for us to for the centre backs to step out. Matter how the ball ends up in the back of the net, it just matters that it does end up in the back of the net. Nick Cerula's shot, it must have took a hefty deflection off one of the Barrow defenders. He's been credited with it, I don't know for how long though, because that looked like it took a big deflection. That's what happens when you switch off. Don't know what happened to our left hand side, just disappeared. Good finish by Charlie McCann, who I wanted Notts to sign in the summer. Seems a bit flat since that goal. We switched off, and since then we haven't had the same energy levels about us. Leaving too much space in the midfield. We're not moving it quick enough. Like we have done in the past few games, when the opportunity's there to play the ball, we haven't been playing it. Platt should have scored there. Good ball in by Jody after a short corner. After Iapenda and Dennis did well to win the ball back high up. In and out of possession. In possession we're too slow, and out of possession we're not working hard enough. Right, off time, Notts 1, Barrow 1, obviously, because this game is always 1-1. Started okay, but deflected effort into the net from Cerula, which has gone down as an own goal. But since then we've been a bit flat. The left hand side went completely missing for the goal. I don't think we're quick enough in possession, and I don't think we're working hard enough out of possession. I won't say we're being outplayed, they're working harder than us. It does need changing, unlike previous games where when the pass is on and we've played it, today we've taken too long to play that pass. Pato needs to have a word with him, because at the minute he's not been to the same standard it has been recently.
And then players running after. There you go. Oh, okay.
Better. Come on, Dylan! Yes! They're not complaining, so it's not a foul. Set piece delivery hasn't been that good today, and it hasn't. Then we put in a better ball, and it finds its way to Robbo, who prods the ball, and it must have been the slowest spin on the ball. And Dennis, I don't know if it was going into the top corner or in the keeper's hands, or it was going back into the area. Then Dennis redirects the header goalwards, and it's 2-1. We've been all over them so far this half. We've deserved that. We've been much better. Tangen's on for Hall.
Yes.
Great break there. Harold Tangen did well to hold their player off. He went in for another late tackle, and then from the corner we eventually got it in, and the cross went all the way through and hit the post, but it looked like Barrow was being fouled, and Dennis and Robbo were absolutely apoplectic. They were absolutely sure it should have been a penalty. It looks like Kuyel's coming on for Jody.
Hello.
Ball.
Hello, CJ.
Yes, yes! You know what, if he scored his sitters, he'll be the top scorer in the league. That one was worse than Crew. Great play as well by Cerula Robertson. Spade Earpender in his first time goal across. Dennis has got half an empty net to aim for, and he somehow puts it wide. What on earth? Robertson's off for Bennett's, which means Earpender's going into the number 8 role. Bennett's going to attacking mid. It'd be nice for us to finish the team off and all, that'd be lovely, but seems we're allergic to it. FC 1 goal lead. Looks like Tanger's playing a bit deeper now, because Norburn came off. So Tangen's now in the middle with Earpender. Bennett's and Kuyel in the attacking mid roles behind and Love. Come on! Six in a row. The first time we have won 6 games in a row since Luke Williams was gaffer in our promotion season. It wasn't to the level of some of our other wins that have been in this winning run, like Swindon and Crewe, which I think were our 2 best performances of the season, but we got the job done. Overall, in the first half, we weren't quick enough in possession, and we didn't work hard enough out of possession. When the chance was there to play the pass, we didn't. When players made runs, we didn't pick out them runs. Barrow's press increased throughout the half. We did take the lead. It was good play by Cerula, just like he did against, was it Crewe, where he played the quick ball to Macquarie to catch them out, and it was an attempted cross, but it kind of was just a shot straight at Will Stanway. It was parried out, and then it eventually fell back to Cerula. His shot takes a big deflection off Scott Smith, I believe it is, and ends up in the back of the net. We also had a chance, like beforehand, we had Dennis heading straight at Will Stanway, and Jones's free kick, forcing a save out of Stanway that went out for a corner. But Barrow do equalise, and our left-hand side just completely goes to sleep. Robertson wanders off in midfield, and that means Barrow has to come out of position to go to Robertson's man. Jones is already marking his man on the wing, but they're getting down their right-hand side. It comes across, and Charlie McCann, who is a player who I've wanted not to sign for a while now, finds the back of the net. We were too slow in possession too often, and we didn't work hard enough out of possession. We weren't getting outplayed. We were just being, they were working harder than us. But the second half, we were much better. Once again, credit to Patterson for spotting that Hall wasn't having a good game. Immediately changed it, brought Tangen on, and that made a bit of a difference. And also our intensity increased in the second half. We started to play a bit more like we have done in the last few games. We created some good chances. Tangen had a deflected shot saved. He maybe could have passed to Dennis, but I really like the look of Tangen. He held off his man and he really brought the ball. He brought the ball all the way up the pitch to be able to create that chance from a corner. A few minutes into the second half, it's partially headed away. Robertson, I've no idea if he's meant to shoot or not, but he manages to like miss-hit a shot or floated ball back into the danger zone, and Dennis redirects it goalwards with a header, makes it 2-1. Deserved as well at that point. I thought we'd been very good in the second half, and we'd allowed Barrow very little of the ball, very little opportunity to try and create anything. We were pretty much camped in there for the opening 20 minutes of the second half. We had another good chance though. Dennis really should get another goal here. Robertson to Iapenda, plays the ball across. Again, that ball into the half space where Iapenda is. But how on earth Dennis misses is beyond me. He has got, he doesn't even need to, put a foot out. He just needs to slide in. He just needs to use his body and slide in to guide the ball home. We've won all of these 6 games by a single goal. But in my opinion, other than Fleetwood, we should have all won them by more than a single goal. The chances we've not taken in these games is silly. Crew, we should have put 5 past them. And I'm not exaggerating, we had that many chances. Swindon, we should have finished off. Gillingham on Tuesday, we had the chance to go further ahead. Crawley, before they got one back, we had the chance to finish the game off. And this one, before their chance where they have it cleared off the line, we have that chance, and we have one. We should have had a clear penalty as well. The ball comes in, and I'm looking at Platt. I'm thinking Platt's going to get there at the back post. Jacob Barrow is completely pulled backwards. He gets in front of his man. Their defender's turning him around. And he pulls him to stop him from getting to the ball. It's a stonewall penalty. And you know what? If Barrow's goal did actually go over the line, well then, tough. Because we should have had a clear penalty. But, Barrow, fair play to Jacob Barrow. He gets there, clears it off the line. It must have been, that Man City Liverpool image with the VAR, and the ball hasn't gone over by about that much. Yeah, and I bet it's that. I bet when they say the entire ball has to cross the line. Literally, it must have been 3/4 at least must have crossed. Can't really see it on the replay much because when you pause it, it's quite blur. It's a bit blurry. But my word, that was close. I feel like we have. I know people will say, we've got lucky the last few games and all that. For me, it's not luck. I do feel like we do bring it upon ourselves. I feel like it's more of an us problem than it is the opposition breaking us down problem. I feel like we sit back too early. I don't think we press enough in the latter stages of the game. When we bring on fresh legs in the attacking areas, we don't press like we do beforehand to stop them getting the ball forward quicker. We aren't taking our chances to finish teams off, as I've said. That's another reason why games look as why it might seem we're getting away with it, or the games are tighter than what, the games might seem tighter because of what the scoreline says. We bring it upon ourselves through poor pressing, sitting back too early and not taking our chances. In these last few games, tactically we've been a lot better going forward. We're playing the ball into the half space a lot more to try and open up defences. We're pushing players forward more. The centre-backs are bringing the ball out from the back a lot more, which is pushing the wing-backs up, which is pushing the attacking mids up, which means we're contributing more players forward to attacks, to pin the opposition back. We're moving the ball at a lot quicker intensity. But next game is going to be difficult. Bromley have not lost a home game all season. And it was about this time last season when we played Port Vale where the season started to drop off. Let's make sure it doesn't happen again. If you've enjoyed the vlog, give it a like, comment down below your thoughts on the game. Stay subscribed if you're subscribed if you're new. Be safe, be champions, and as always, Toulouse.